Hello, my name is Jess Olson, and this is my practice experience oral report for geriatric nursing. I had the opportunity to complete my practice experience at the Angelus Convalescent Center, which is located at 200 Amber Street in the neighborhood of East Liberty in Pittsburgh. The Angelus is a personal care facility that originally opened in 1950 by Pittsburgh cardiologist Rocco F. Tarasi, and it has been family owned and operated ever since. Personal care in Pennsylvania is described as a premise in which food, shelter, and personal assistance or supervision is required, although the resident does not require services of a licensed long-term care facility. Depending on the insurance provided by the resident, the Angelus offers private rooms with a private bathroom or shared rooms with up to 1 to 3 roommates with shared bathrooms. And meals are provided in the dining room, and medications are given at the nurse's station that is located by the front entrance. Residents know their medication schedule and come to the nurse's station independently to receive their medications. The client demographic at the Angelus consists of older adults that are generally independent with their care. Most residents only require some direction from nursing staff to perform their ADLs, such as bathing, toileting, attending meals, taking their medications, and attending their outside appointments. Staff offers assistance in transportation, such as arranging access vans for pickup and drop-off, although some residents, as they are independent, prefer to walk or take the bus for their mode of transportation. The residents are able to sign in and out as they please, and the Angelus just encourages the residents to maintain their independence while managing and helping them organize their basic medical needs. Most but not all of the residents that I observed were diagnosed with a psychiatric disorder such as schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder. These residents benefit from the Angelus as they are able to maintain their independence without living in a more clinical setting such as a psychiatric hospital or a skilled nursing facility. During a typical day at the Angelus, the staff consists of nursing staff, medical technicians to help give medications, housekeeping and laundry staff, maintenance and dietary, and Mr. Tarasi and other administration staff are available during weekday office hours. Physicians usually make their rounds with their patients once a week or more as needed, and a physical therapy comes every week to visit residents under their service. There are several pastors from different churches that offer Sunday services or services during the week for the residents. Residents are able to receive holistic care from these staff members and volunteers. Their physical, social, and spiritual needs are met through all of the services provided. Since the Angelus does provide hospice care, they are able to live the rest of their lives at the Angelus if they choose. The residents that I interviewed shared with me that they either lived at home or lived at another personal care facility before coming to the Angelus. There is little technology used at the facility. Nurses, med techs, physicians, and the physical therapists handwrite their documentation in the patient charts. There is no electronic medication administration record or scanning of medications. The medication administration record is a binder in which the healthcare providers have to handwrite and sign off the medications that were given. The only computers in the facility are in the administration office and not available for resident use, although residents are able to have personal computers and televisions in their rooms, and televisions are available in the common areas for residents to use. The biggest surprise for me personally in my practice experience is the percentage of veterans that reside at the Angelus. I had the pleasure and opportunity to interview many of the residents, and they shared with me their different experiences in the Vietnam War and the Korean War. Some served overseas and some stayed in Pennsylvania for their service. And many of the residents, including these veterans, experienced depression or even major depressive disorders and the veterans spoke of their depression prior to serving and after. And some of the veterans were the residents who were diagnosed with schizophrenia and schizoaffective disorder. I believe that if it weren't for places like the Angelus, these residents who are still independent but are diagnosed with these psychological disorders may be at risk for being homeless or, as I mentioned before, in a psychiatric hospital. For my practice experience project, I put together some information on smoking cessation for older adults. Many of the residents smoke cigarettes, and it is part of their daily routine. There is a lovely outdoor patio with a sheltered seating area. Many of the residents like to enjoy sitting outside, and I even observed family members visiting residents and chose to sit outside for their visit instead of indoors. There is no designated smoking area, so all non-smoking staff members, residents, and family members were exposed to secondhand smoke. I knew that it would be difficult to reach all of the residents that are current smokers. Smoking is a ritual that is part of their daily routine and can be a difficult habit to break. I took into consideration their age and the fact that smoking may be part of their day that they look forward to. I interviewed about 5 or 6 residents on their smoking history. I asked questions such as, when did you start smoking? Have you ever quit smoking before? How many times did you quit? And do you think about quitting now? I created a basic handout on the benefits of smoking that offered information on specific benefits for older adults to quit smoking. I also found a list online of 91 things to do instead of smoking, which included basic daily activities such as going for a walk, planting some flowers, call a loved one, paint your nails, try a new hairstyle, or pet your cat. Some of the things on the list were not appropriate for all of the residents, but I kept them on the list since they were applicable to others. I asked the residents that I interviewed if they quit, which activities they would like to choose to occupy their time. I asked them to pick 5 or 10 things depending on their level of engagement with me. Even if I didn't convince anyone to quit smoking, I encouraged them that it's never too late to quit smoking and they can talk to their doctor about options to help them quit. A few of the residents received nicotine gum and nicotine patches as part of their medication regime, so those options are available for them. As my final message, I would like to say that I chose the Angelus Convalescent Center as my practice experience site to gain a different perspective on care for the elderly. I have worked in skilled nursing facilities as a nursing assistant, and in nursing school we visited Cumberland Crossing and Seneca Manor assisted living homes. So I wanted a different practice experience. I was looking for a community-based facility that served mostly independent elders within the city. The staff members and the elders that I had the opportunity to interview and observe are wonderful members of the community, and I am glad that I chose the Angelus for my practice experience. Thank you.